Hi, Manna family. I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. I wanted to introduce you to one of my favorite hymns, O God, Our Help in Ages Past. O God, Our Help in Ages Past is a paraphrase on Psalm 90 by Isaac Watts. It's generally considered to be one of the greatest hymns in the English language. Isaac Watts, along with Charles Wesley, are really considered to be the fathers of the English hymn. Isaac began writing hymns at age 16 when he went to church one Sunday and came back like a typical 16-year-old and said, "Dad, what's sung in church is just of no profit and it's worthless." And his dad says, "Well, why don't you write something better?" So Isaac began writing hymns beginning at 16 and actually wrote 700 of them, many of which are in the usage today in churches. O God, Our Help in Ages Past was written in 1714. It was a particularly anxious time in British history. It was just before the death of Queen Anne, and there was a lot of national anxiety about who was going to succeed her. So it was a very appropriate hymn to remind people that God is eternal, even though our lives on earth are brief. Psalm 90, upon which this hymn is based, was written by Moses. At near the end of the wilderness wanderings of Israel in the wilderness. It was really around the time of Numbers 20. Moses has been burying God's people, his fellow Israelites, for 38 years in the wilderness. They're almost into the promised land within about 6 months. His sister Miriam dies, his brother Aaron dies, and Moses is told by God, "You cannot enter the promised land because you struck the rock instead of speaking to it, you disobeyed me." So Moses pens Psalm 90 after having seen 38 years of the shortness of human life and the futility and the desert and lots of funerals and disappointments in his own life. And the key phrase that you're going to hear from this over and over again in this hymn is God is our help, God is our hope, and God is our home. The first verse reads, "O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come, our shelter from the stormy blast, and our eternal home." And now I'm going to take my courage in both hands and sing one verse for you. O God, our help in ages past, our hope for years to come. Be thou our guide while life shall last, and our eternal home. Remember, God designed us to do life together.